This podcast is about entrepreneurship, spirituality, and self-care. My name is Lourdes, and I am the host of the show. Thank you for listening today. Hi, and welcome back. Have you ever had that one person at work who just gets under your skin? You don't even know why they annoy you so much, but they do. My friend told me a story about this exact thing, and I thought it would be good to share because I think a lot of us can relate. So here's the story. Both guys work for a company that does digital marketing, and they use a lot of different platform tools. They're at the same level, and they are in the same role. The first guy has been self-employed for over 11 years. He's a techie, savvy person, understands how workflows go, and has the background to support what he's doing. So since he has that self-employment experience, he can handle a lot of things today for this digital company that he is working for. Then there's the second guy. He's a bit younger, maybe 5 or 8 years younger, and he's been working in the field for about a year and a half. He's enthusiastic, a self-proclaimed go-getter, and already believes he should be telling the company how they should run their business. But the problem is, since he doesn't have as much experience, he's not that techie. He's not that technical. He does not really understand workflows. And when he went off doing things his own way, he actually messed things up. The silver lining was that my friend didn't have to clean up the mess, but still, watching it unfold was frustrating. And what's weird is my friend would call me up because even though he's not working, after hours, this stuff just stuck with my friend's head. This guy was still on his mind. My friend would be off the clock, supposed to be relaxing, but instead he kept replaying what happened and feeling frustrated all over again, and I had to hear it. And honestly, I think a lot of us has been there. Why does someone like this get on our nerves so badly? I think it's because when someone comes in with more ego than skill, it clashes with everything you've worked for. If you put in years of experience, years of learning and building, and someone new comes in trying to run the show without that same foundation, it can feel like disrespect, almost like they're skipping the line. There's also something deeper here. Sometimes people like that reflect back a part of ourselves we've worked hard to outgrow. Maybe we used to rush in with less experience, trying to prove ourselves. Maybe we once made rookie mistakes out of enthusiasm, and seeing it now in someone else just magnifies how far we've come, but also stirs up that big old discomfort. So the truth is, the second guy's behavior says more about him than it does about anyone else. He's insecure, overcompensating with confidence. He wants to be seen as valuable before he's really earned it, and the company will figure it out soon enough. Meanwhile, my friend has nothing to prove. He's already built years of reliability. He knows the systems. He knows the tools. That quiet expertise doesn't need to shout. So the big question is, how do you deal with someone like this without letting them eat up your energy? So after talking to my friend, we came up with 3 ideas, and I told him these things. Detach after hours. When the workday ends, so should the mental loop about that person. A trick? Every time their face pops into your head at night, say to yourself, Not my problem, not my responsibility. Their mess, their lessons, not yours. Number 2, reframe their presence. Instead of thinking of him as an annoyance, try to view him as a teacher, not in the sense of learning skills from him, but learning patience, boundaries, and how to hold your peace, no matter what someone else does. And number 3, lead by quiet example. Don't complete, don't prove, don't argue. Just keep doing what you do well. Experience always shines through eventually, and people who cut corners eventually show their cracks. So, if you've ever found yourself irritated by a coworker who's all ego and no substance, you are not alone. It's human to be annoyed, but it's also empowering to realize you don't have to carry their energy home with you. And at the end of the day, their story is their own, and your peace is worth way more than losing sleep over somebody else's mistakes. Thanks for joining me for this reflection. If this story sounded familiar, maybe you've got your own version of this guy in your life. Remember, the best revenge isn't getting even. It's staying grounded, staying focused, and living free of their drama. See you next time. I hope that you enjoyed this podcast, and please share this episode with your friends. Please subscribe, rate, and review this episode. Thanks for listening.